Hi folkens, welcome back to my vlog. Babes click. If you're watching this on YouTube channel, hey people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, hey people, how are you doing? I hope you're having an amazing day, an amazing week like I am. My week has been very okay-ish, but the weather is the only thing I have to complain, because it's so sick. Like, it's minus 11 right now as I'm speaking to you. It wasn't even minus 11 in winter when it was snowing like 2 meters snow or 3 meters snow, and now it's minus 11, minus 12. I want to go back to Nigeria. Please, someone buy me a ticket and I'll be home in 2 seconds. I'm tired of the weather, but I'm looking forward to summer, and it's my only motivation to do anything right now. The fact that it's gonna be so much sunny one day and I can wear shorts and skirts. Okay, back to today's business. Today I'll be giving you guys 2 things. Now, first of all, I'll be adding a short clip to this video, showing documenting how my no chocolate and no candy February went. Okay, you remember that challenge, this stupid challenge I decided to take on? All my cells in my body are literally shaking me right now, like, give us chocolate, give us chocolate. Like, I am dying to have something right now, something sweet, something sour in my mouth. But here's a clip showing how it went. Here's a clip showing how it went down. Okay. I just got this, but I can't eat it because no candy February. Temptation. Oh my god, I want, but I can't. Welcome back. As you can see, everyone was giving me something, chocolate, candy, everything. My boyfriend decided to join me about a few days after I made that video, and let's just say it did not last for 2 weeks. Yeah, I am the strong one. I know, like, he needed to prove that, but I showed him that I'm the strong one here. Okay, so it was challenging, and I can March 1st for me to have something chocolatey in my mouth. I have decided and I plan to make myself a big pot of brownies, and I am going to stuff myself full and just sit on the couch and do nothing because I'm beep. Okay, number 2 on our agenda is to talk about today's topic. Now, I'm doing the same thing I did last week, where I put up an Insta story and ask you guys to give me any topic suggestions. Well, today I'm gonna talking about cultural clashes that one can experience with international friends. Now, I'm gonna be doing 2 things. First of all, I am going to list 5 examples of cultural clashes that you can experience with international friends, and after that I'll be giving you 3 outcomes that can come out from this scenario. Now, first, like I said, examples. Well, as a Nigerian, I am going to be using myself as an example. I put myself right here in a very vulnerable position. But let's see how that goes. I'm using myself as an example to talk about this as a Nigerian living in Norway. So it's like I moved from home to here to Norway to meet a new culture. So let's see how good I'm gonna do. Well, first and first is eye contact. Like, even right now, I still cannot make eye contact with my camera. I watched a video some time ago, and it was like to be a very successful vlogger or whatever, that you have to make eye contact. I can't. In Nigeria, it's considered rude to actually make eye contact when you're talking with someone. It's like, how dare you look at me in the face while I'm talking to you? How dare you? And here in Norway, it's like, why are you not looking at me? Like, you have no respect, like you have no confidence. I think one of the first things my dad actually pointed out was like, you have to look at me while I'm talking. So I was like, why do you want me to do that? That is disrespectful. And I was like, no, you not looking at me is disrespectful. So even till now, I still find it hard to look at people while they're talking to me. I just have to put my head down. I'm like, yeah, I can hear you, I understand what you're saying. But in Norway, showing respect and showing confidence is actually raising your head high and looking at them eye to eye. Ew, no. Okay, number two is personal space. As a Nigerian, I can't even relate. There is no personal space in Nigeria. Like, you living in a country, like we have more than 180 million people, so I don't think there's anything like personal space. Like, everyone is just like together, like chewing gum, like come together, let's be friends, like some. But here in Norway, it's the direct opposite. An example is taking the bus. Now in Nigeria, the bus station is literally full. Like, you have more than 100 people standing at the same spot. I mean, you can move a little bit, but no, everyone wants to be together and start to talk about some topic that comes out from someone making the phone call, and when the person is done, it's like, what's even the talk, CFM? What even happened? That's how it starts. But here in Norway is the direct opposite. When I say the opposite, you're in the bus station and there's one human being here, and then you have to like come here because you don't want to be close to the person, because they're gonna think that you're disturbing them and too close. So then they move a bit further from you because you're too close to them, and when the next person comes, they have to stand a bit further from you because they don't want to be so close to you. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. I think the first time I actually took the train myself, I made a very stupid mistake by staying close to a person. So it's like you have two chairs, and on the other side you have three chairs. So I stupidly went. I went to the side for two chairs, and there was somebody sitting down there already, and I went to sit down close to the person. And I can remember how comfortable she felt. She felt so uncomfortable, and I thought that, oh my god, she doesn't like black people. But I didn't just understand that it's just that, no, you can't sit so close to Norwegians. It's improper. That's rude. So yeah. So that's number two. And number three is being direct. Now, Nigerians are the most direct people I've ever met. Now, this is a very bad example, quite rude, but calling someone fat in Nigeria is not even rude at all. This is just plainly speaking your mind, just plainly stating the fact. It's like, you don't fat. What's even the chop self? It's like, what the fuck? How dare you address someone's weight or someone's body shape? But here in Norway, you won't even try it. Someone would literally sue your ass for doing that. But in Nigeria, it's totally acceptable to call anyone out, to say whatever you like. It's like, so you fat, so you be served. Like, just say whatever comes to your mind. Just be so direct. But of course, people are different. So I'm not saying all Nigerians are like this, okay? Mark my words, this is not what I said, okay? But here in Norway, people are very indirect. Norwegians would literally go past 20 bushes to tell you hi. That's just a fact. That's a big fact. Okay, number four is personal questions. In Nigeria, asking someone if they're married while meeting them the first time is the wrongest thing you can do. And there's no word like wrongest, but that's how bad it is. You can't ask someone like, are you married? How much do you earn? Like, just meeting them, even if it's the 50th time or the 50th time you're meeting them, you still have no right to ask. You just slowly find out that they're not married and how much they earn, or if you ever find that out. But here in Norway, it's totally fine, it's totally acceptable to say that. You can ask someone, they can say, means are you married? You can ask that. You can ask them how much they earn and how much they earn. They can say that. They might be a little bit ashamed to say it because they might feel like you earn more. That's the only thing that I feel like Norwegians, that's the only thing that might happen. But other than that, they would say anything and everything. Just ask in Norwegian, are you married? And they'll tell you how much you earn. Yeah, I make so and so, I'm out, and how much do you make? And that's how they just talk. Personal questions, totally acceptable. In Nigeria, don't do that. Don't do that. Never do that. Okay, number five is the weirdest thing I have ever experienced. This is who smells food? Who literally takes water or whatever, is like, oh yeah, this is water. Oh my god, Norwegians are so fucking weird. In Norway, it is totally acceptable to smell food. It's like you can, if someone gives you food, you can be like, oh yeah, det lukter fint. Nei, herregud. Fy faen, hvorfor? How can you smell food and then put your nose in and then still eat the food? In Nigeria, they would just, it's an abomination. Let's just say that. You can't just go around smelling people's food or smelling the food before you eat it. It's like, are you sick? Are you okay? Is something going on with you? Do you need help? Are you fine? So yeah, this is an example of cultural clashes that I have had even in high school in Norway, and in Berlin not so much, because I literally talk to almost no one apart from me and my friend, and we just sit down there and talk to nobody else. Now, out of this 5 examples that I just listed, I personally experienced at least 4 of them when I was going to high school in Norway, and luckily I had no, like, it wasn't so bad in a way, and luckily again I had very good friends that were understanding and they weren't so weird or they made them silly remarks, and there was no like serious cultural clash. Yes. Now, one of the worst things that can happen from this scenario, cultural clash, is rejection. It's one of the outcomes that I'm just going to talk about today, and it's definitely the worst. Like I said before, I don't know why I'm repeating myself. Okay, this is when people understand that you are from a different cultural background, and they use this as a weak point. They feel like they isolate you, especially in a school place or a workplace, and people think that, oh my god, this is just different, I can't do this, oh my gosh, please now. This is very bad. If you're one of those people, I need you to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I am going to change. Exactly, because it makes the other person feel like their culture is inferior, and then they begin to feel like they're not good enough, or they feel like they have to change they suddenly have to change to learn your culture, to be part of your culture. You don't want to make someone feel like they have to do something. You want to make them feel comfortable. Yeah. So rejection, like I said, is definitely the worst, not one of the worst. I think is the worst, because not only are you telling that person that your culture is nonsense, you also bring up that feeling of superior, like you're superior, like my culture is best and your culture knows nothing. And the best example is the African culture and the European culture, where some Europeans tend to feel like they are far more better with technology and with everything, so African culture might or is actually not as good enough. And you see this like when you go to schools or a workplace. Like even when I was going to high school here in Norway, I did see some things that kind of freaked me out. I remember one time a girl in my class actually asked one guy, it was like, did you live with snakes? Like, did you live in huts? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And things like that are so bizarre. It might not come out as rejection, but the way you say it, it's even worse. It's like indirectly saying that your culture is shit. Okay, and number two is adapting. This is definitely the best. This is how it was for me also when I just came to Norway, and most precisely when I started high school. I started slowly to learn the Norwegian culture, and before I started school I was learning the language. I wasn't really into the culture, and when I started school I met more Norwegians, and from them also I started to learn about the culture. Now listen carefully, I kept my Nigerian culture. I had it with me, I never let it go, but I was still learning about the Norwegian culture, about their food, about the way they talk, about how they do things, because culture is a way of life, the way people live, the way they do things. Everything about you is culture, I guess. I think so. Fun, I burped again. What is wrong with me? Okay, so I was saying culture is a way of life. So it was when I started high school that I started to learn the Norwegian culture from my Norwegian friends, and they showed me videos, showed me pictures, we told each other stories, and they too showed interest in my culture and asked me questions, and I started to learn about my Nigerian culture. Okay, now the third one is assimilation. Now this is the worst. This is definitely the worst. I have met some Africans here in Norway, and when I interact with them I get this vibe of I am no longer African vibe. I call it loss of cultural identity, because they are no longer Africans or Nigerians or wherever they're from. They have taken the Norwegian identity close to heart. It's like, okay, like I said before when I was talking about adapting, that I had my Nigerian culture with me while learning the Norwegian culture. Now assimilation is putting down that Nigerian culture and taking the Norwegian one as a brand new phase. Like, okay, this is my culture now, fuck Nigeria, exactly. And that kind of vibe is not what you want to have. You want to be in the adapting one. You want to be adapting. You want to learn slowly and appreciate that culture, not just be fake in a way, not just take that and feel like, okay, this one is superior and take that to heart. I feel like people do this just to belong. When you have, like, I'll use the school example again, where you in the classroom and everyone, for instance, is Norwegian, and because you want to belong, you all of a sudden become Norwegian instead of being a Nigerian while appreciating the Norwegian culture. I hope that makes sense, because it makes sense to me. I don't want to confuse you guys. Okay, enough about cultural clashes, but before I close this topic, I just want to say, as a society, we should learn to show appreciation, show interest. I don't know, just do not run from learning new things, do not run from new cultures. It's a way to learn things for free. Actually, if you're living in Norway, you literally pay for a glass of water at McDonald's. So maybe not, I don't think so. You pay for everything. So why run away from someone that you have the opportunity to learn something from? I never turn down the opportunity to learn new things. God forbid, it's actually an abomination to not learn something for free. As a black person, as a Nigerian person. So if I were you, if you meet someone from a different place, then you take that opportunity to learn something new, to be different, to do something different, and it just makes you a better person as a whole. It's like, not only am I a Nigerian, but I also understand other cultures that are not Nigerian cultures. Exam. Okay, to end my vlog for today, I am bringing something new. It's called Word of the Day. Okay, I have two words for you guys today. First one is Norwegian. The word is Papa Betale. Now, this is a word used to describe spoiled, bratty kids. Kids that their dad is so rich, they got the mullah, and they feel like the world revolves around them. Now you could say that to describe them, you say, do you know that Papa Betal kid? Is like, you know, you're talking about that kid, that rich kid. If you're talking with your friends and other people there, you don't want to say exactly who you're talking about, you'd be like, have you seen Papa Betal today? Now, if you have a Norwegian friend, please do not say this, because I don't know you and you don't know me if you get caught, because there's gonna be some hands flying in the air, okay? Okay, the second word is over sabi. Now this is a pidgin word. Now this is something you say to someone that's being nosy and wants to be in every discussion, or wants to, I don't know, just all around busy clock. You call them over sabi. Is more or less like busybody, but let's stick with Ovasabi for today. You can just say to them like, sit down, Ovasabi. Like, just doing too much. Someone that's doing too much. Like, just calm down, okay? Calm down. And you say to them and they won't even know what you're saying. Now, these two words are not mainly curse words, just words to describe people. You know, some people that just follow themselves. Exam. So that's how I'm going to end my vlog for today. And if you're watching this on Instagram, please check out my YouTube channel, Bibs Click, and please share, like, and follow me on Instagram also. And until next time, do stay safe and be fabulous.